Alright guys, welcome to yet another video on the 𝗦𝗵𝐺𝐻 channel. This is in continuation to my dailyRish series, which are all of the videos right here on the card, which you must be following if you are a part of 𝗦𝗵𝐺𝐻 force and 𝗦𝗵𝐺𝐻 team. So in the dailyRish series, I have been kind of sharing all of my progresses step by step towards launching my next private label brand and moving the backbone of the business outside of Amazon. So that is something that I have been kind of inclining myself towards and sharing my progress on a daily basis. So if you haven't checked out those videos, check it out. In this video, I'm going to be talking about inspection because that is the most critical step before you kind of make the complete payment after the production is done with your supplier. So let's get in the video and let's talk a bit about inspection. Alright folks, so thank you so much for joining in once again, and in this video, as I said, we will be talking about inspection. So let me just kind of bring you to the progress of my current products under my new brand. So recently I got an update, and as planned from the factories, that my products, both of my products under the brand that I'm launching, I think I kind of shared this information that I'm launching 2 products under this brand. So both of the products have actually been prepared by my suppliers, by 2 different suppliers, okay? So both of them are ready, both of them are good to go. One of the products is kind of under hazmat review even now because it is in the electronics segment. So I've already provided the documents to Amazon, but they still haven't kind of approved the product, and because of which I'm not able to kind of create the FNSKU code. So probably in the next video I shall be talking more about it once it is approved. The other product was a very simple product which did not really require a hazmat review as such. So with that, when I was creating the listing, nowadays you can kind of mark that as a FBA listing from the very beginning, and since that product did not really require or was eligible for a hazmat review, it automatically got created as a FBA listing from the very beginning as default, and I could kind of get the FNSKU code as soon as I created the listing. So that is the story up until this point. Now, since both of the products are ready, I'm not going I'm not going to wait up for the FNSKU code to arrive. Although that is not something that I advise. Ideally you should have everything done and everything ready to kind of fly and ship before you inspect those products. But because I'm kind of very in contact with my supplier, and I kind of trust them end to end, and they have done everything correctly, and they are very you can say experienced and very they have been in the industry from a very long time. So that is why I'm gonna go ahead and trust them with applying my FNSKU codes after the inspection is done. So here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be scheduling the inspection first for the product that already has a FNSKU code, and I'm going to be waiting another 2 to 3 days maximum before I schedule the inspection for the next product, because the thing is that China is going to go on a holiday. The entire China is going to go on a holiday from the 20th of January till around 20th of February. Everybody is going to have a different period of holidays, like depending on the factories or the forwarders. They're all going to have a different period of holidays, but more or less China is going to be off for a month. So I need to kind of fly out my goods and ship out my goods before that happens. So yeah, inspection is something that you should not skip, whatever the reason. Don't skip inspection because you do not know what has happened. You don't know how the products are prepared, if the packaging is done right, if the quality is done right. How much ever you trust your supplier, you should always get your products inspected, and that is what I do. I have been selling one product since the last 2.5 years. I've had more than 15 to 16 orders of that product from the same factory, and yet each time whenever my order is ready, inspection is like my default protocol, and I always get my products inspected. So yeah, that is how I operate. I don't really think about it. That is a cost that I kind of take into account from the very beginning as my product's landing cost. Like when I calculate the product's landing cost, I take inspection always in account with every order, because I don't like to save in the critical corners where you should not be saving, because that can kind of bring a lot of risk if something goes wrong in your product. And if it turns out to be something as you don't expect, you can kind of be in a lot of trouble and lose a lot of money if you try to save $120 or maybe $200 for inspection money. So be wise, always inspect your products. This is Rish. Stay tuned for the Daily Rish series and a lot of new content that is kind of going to be coming out on this channel. So subscribe to the channel and share this channel, because this is one of the truest sources of information about entrepreneurship, private label, Amazon FBA, whatever. This is Republic of Sellers, and this is Rish signing off. I'll see you later.